take stock and take note of the blessing called motherhood. We should stop, put aside the busyness of the day, the rush, the things that come at us every day. We should stop, take stock, and wonderfully appreciate this blessing called motherhood. Amen? So Mother's Day is a special day for special people who gives so much, so specially. I've always said, mothers are God's secret agents, doing God's work here on earth without us even noticing it. We oftentimes even take what they do every day for granted. So mothers are God's secret agents. But I'm not saying that fathers are agents for the other side. I'm not saying that, okay? All right. But fathers are, double agents. Oftentimes, they're double agents. It was in 1909 that Canada made Mother's Day an official holiday. 1909. And I believe in the United States, 1914 was when Congress enacted the Mother's Day Act. Now, Mother's Day is celebrated in more than 40 countries around the world, including Philippines. And here's a special statistic for you. The most number of long-distance calls are logged during Mother's Day. Did you know that? All right. But the most number of long-distance calls are made during Father's Day. So, Father's Day is an afterthought. So it's the mothers. And from mothers, we are taught a lot of lessons, right? From mothers, somebody said, the mother's heart is the child's classroom. And this is going to be a bit comical, but these are some of the things we learn from our mothers. So mothers teach us about foresight. When they say, make sure you wear clean underwear in case you're in an accident. So they teach us foresight. Mothers teach us about logic when they say, if you fall out of that tree and break your neck, don't come crying to me. And mothers teach us about maturity when they say, eat your vegetables or you'll never grow up. Right? And mothers teach us about religion also when they say, you better pray that that comes out of the carpet. And mothers teach us about time travel when they say, if you don't straighten up, I'm going to knock you in the middle of next week. And mothers teach us about contradictions when they say, shut your mouth and eat your dinner. Mothers teach us about contortionism when they say, will you look at the dirt on the back of your neck? How can you do that? Okay? Mothers teach us about perseverance. You are going to sit here until you eat every last piece of that broccoli. And mothers teach us also about genetics when they say, you're just like your father. And mothers teach us about the weather when they say, it looks like a tornado swept through your room. And mothers, lastly, teach us about the circle of life when they say, I brought you into this world and I can take you out of it. So, we honor a special kind of people on Mother's Day. In Canada, the tradition has been, we do chores for our mothers and take her out for dinner on Mother's Day. Alright? That's a good tradition. Did you know that in 2006, $444 million worth of flowers were sent on this day? And Mother's Day ranks among the 5 most gift-intensive holidays throughout the year. Number 1 being Christmas, but Mother's Day is up there. I know after the service we are going to have a special program for our mothers today. Now, but what I want us to dwell on this morning is what the scriptures want us to do to honor our mothers. How do we honor our precious mothers? Our lead passage, Exodus 20:12 says, honor thy father and thy mother. So, there is that scriptural admonition to honor our mothers. First, We honor our